The golden era of bodybuilding is widely believed to be from the 1950s to 1970s. During these years, the greatest physiques to ever grace the sports were sculpted and are still widely coveted today. And in this video, we're going to be delving deep into the significance of the golden era of bodybuilding, exploring its impact on fitness culture, aesthetics, and popular culture. The golden era of bodybuilding was a departure from the traditional notion of fitness that predominantly focused on athletic performance. Bodybuilders of this era emphasized that physical fitness could be an art form in itself, with the body as the canvas. With the bodybuilders like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Frank Zane demonstrated that sculpting the body into a work of art was just as valid as excelling in traditional sports, pushing the boundaries of what the human body could achieve beyond the conventional sport. This era also emphasized the importance of health and discipline, encouraging individuals to adopt a healthier lifestyle, exercise routines, and dietary habits. This shift laid the foundation for the modern fitness movement and the idea that a well-maintained physique is a reflection of one's dedication to overall health. Steve Reeves was a famous bodybuilder in the 1950s and 1960s who emphasized the importance of a balanced nutrition and functional strength training. He believed in a well-rounded approach to fitness. Reeves would eat 3 square meals a day, filled with unprocessed whole foods that provided all the nutrients he needed. He would also try to avoid white sugar and white flour. A big difference between Reeves and a lot of diets is that he didn't track his calories, but instead he listened to his body and ate what he knew he should. And when it came down to becoming lean for a competition, he would eat the same foods but just less of them. Every day, Steve Reeves would start his day off with a power drink
consisted of
14 ounces of freshly squeezed orange juice, a tablespoon of Knox gelatin, 1 tablespoon of honey,
1 banana,
2 to 4 raw eggs, and 2 tablespoons of a homemade protein powder. In the end, this gave Reeves the perfect mixture to repair his damaged muscles. Now let's talk about the secret juice, lads. One question that always gets asked is, why do golden era bodybuilders look better than the bodybuilders of today, despite having much knowledge in regards to nutrition, supplements, and workouts? If you look at the bodybuilders of today, they look way more unhealthy and much more bloated. The reason why people believe golden era bodybuilders look way more better is because they use different steroids at different dosages. Back then, steroids like Dianabol, Deca, and Durabolin were extremely popular. These compounds would produce huge muscle gains without excessive androgenic effects. This is one of the reasons why a lot of the bodybuilders would remain looking relatively natural, whilst keeping their hair intact without looking like Trae Young.
Look at this dude.
Trae Young looks like my dad's dick. I never saw my dad's dick. He still looks like shit.
Could Trae Young come to your hood right now?
Hell no, I'll shoot that nigga his bald ass ass. Wow, wow.
Today, the more popular compounds are Trenbolone, Anadrol, and HGH. Big problems of today is that a lot of the modern bodybuilders, their traps and deltoids are completely blown up to proportion, honestly. And a lot of the bodybuilders today just look goofy. The reason why a lot of the bodybuilders of today look so muscular and just out of this world is because their muscles have a higher number of androgen receptors. On top of that though, the inclusion of HGH and insulin in cycles during the 80s had a negative effect on aesthetics. These 2 compounds did help in producing the first mass monsters, with Dorian Yates and Ronnie Coleman coming into the scene, with one of the major downsides being the enlargement of intestines and increased vesicle fat, resulted in distinct stomachs, also known as HGH guts. That's why a lot of the bodybuilders of today look like they're 9 months pregnant. Back then, in the golden era of bodybuilding, bodybuilders would train more instinctively. For example, back then, a lot of the bodybuilders would work out for several hours, but obviously looking at it today, that would be classed as overtraining, and would be, back then there were way less studies done on the human body, so they'll be like guinea pigs themselves. So they would experiment on what worked and what didn't. However, this trainer mentality is almost extinct today. But on top of that, back then gyms were way more smaller than they are now. But now that we're on the topic of gyms, let's talk about Planet Fitness real quick, innit? Because I got something to say. You, yes you, if you watching this video right now, go to Planet Fitness, just consider yourself out the gym conversation, because Planet Fitness is the most beta, most low XP gym there is. How are you in gym and they're offering you pizza, bro? Like, but anyway, enough of my waffling, back to the video. A lot of the golden era bodybuilders would work with dumbbells and barbells and less machines. Unknowingly worked to their advantage, forcing them to stick with free weight movements. However, one significant figure that challenged all these training beliefs was Mike Mensa. Mike Mensa's groundbreaking training methodology, known as heavy duty training, arguably his largest contribution to bodybuilding. Mensa questioned the accepted dogma regarding high volume workouts, argued in favor of shorter, high intensity workouts with enough time for rest and recovery. Believed that by increasing training intensity and lowering training volume, optimum development might be achieved while drastically mitigating the risk of overtraining. Mensa encouraged athletes to exercise critical thinking and urged them to research and evaluate current training methods, and to also make sure that they were appropriate for their individual goals and moral character.
Bodybuilders do, which is train 2 to 4 hours a day, 7 days a week. To obtain that condition, I trained literally for 30 minutes 4 times a week, 2 hours a week.
Yeah, because the theory that you always hear is that it does require hours and hours to look like that.
The mistaken premise there is that more is better. And the body doesn't necessarily work that way. If 2 hours or 4 hours a day were good, well, why not train 12 hours a day? Training is a form of stress, and up to a certain point in time, exposing the body to stress can be beneficial. But beyond a definite period in time, it can actually be detrimental.
Several well-known bodybuilders from this time, including Franco Colombo, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Lou Ferrigno, I know I butchered his name, but allow me, used their physiques to launch lucrative movie careers. Arnold Schwarzenegger in particular became a global superstar, influencing countless individuals to pursue bodybuilding and fitness. Movies that you've probably seen him featuring are The Predator, The Terminator, and Batman and Robin. The lasting influence of this era can be seen in the continued popularity of bodybuilding.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Alright, that was it. That was fucking it.
In my opinion though, I therefore feel like golden era bodybuilding definitely sort of modern bodybuilding of today, but tell me what you guys think in the comments. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. You don't understand how much this means to me. Thank you again, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, yeah?
Bye,